What's up, Rebels fans? It's your old pal, Andi Gutierrez, walking and talking to you from Lucasfilm headquarters. This week, we saw Sabine infiltrate the Sky Strike Academy to recruit a certain pilot for the rebellion, and now I'm here to show you how it all came together. This is Rebels Recon. After an Imperial ambush on a supply transport, the Ghost crew gets word that there are sympathetic cadets at an elite flight academy.
The mission is yours, Sabine. We've arranged to insert you into a squad of new cadets headed for Sky Strike.
While undercover, Sabine identifies the pilots and makes plans to extract them for the rebellion.
My real name is Sabine Wren. I was sent in to get you out.
With the help of an unlikely ally, Sabine, Wedge, and Hobbie narrowly escape, adding 2 talented pilots to the Rebels' growing ranks.
Welcome to the rebellion.
This week, we got to see a little bit of Wedge Antilles' origin story and a peek at what Imperial pilots go through during training. I sat down with the crew to talk about Wedge, the function of Sky Strike Academy, and how Biggs nearly appeared in this episode. Check it out. Wedge and Hobbie make their first pre-A New Hope appearance in the Antilles Extraction. What made you choose these pilots for this episode?
Wedge, while he is a prominent pilot in the original trilogy, you really don't get any backstory. You don't know anything about him. So we thought it'd be really great to say, hey, here's how this character came to be involved in the rebellion.
We also leaned into some of the old Legends history that said that Hobbie was also someone who defected from the Empire. Hobbie, who we see briefly in The Empire Strikes Back, seemed like a named character that we could put in that situation.
What was fun was that putting Wedge and Hobbie on screen worked really well. I thought Sabine rescuing them was a really good play. Like, she finds them entertaining. To be honest with you, though, everybody really wanted Biggs. Carrie Beck really wanted this Biggs-Sabine situation to kind of take root.
In season 1, Sabine had a checkerboard pattern on her armor, and Biggs has a checkerboard pattern on his helmet, and we had thought, wow, what if she's the one who painted that on his helmet?
Oh, that's a fun detail.
Yeah, and so we started conspiring, how can we get Sabine and Biggs to cross paths? But there wasn't enough of a story there for us to continue down that thread.
What's the function of Sky Strike Academy? Is this like the Top Gun of the Empire, or is it just, one of many flight schools?
I think it's the Top Gun of the Empire. In our mind, anyway, we wanted to show that there's a wide range of Imperial facilities. And obviously, the way the Empire goes about creating their armada is numbers, sheer numbers.
If there's any indication that there is an Imperial that is considering defecting from the best of the best, then you're gonna do whatever you can to facilitate that. And getting Fulcrum into that situation, it emphasized the urgency of it all. It's not just you're getting a washout pilot, you're getting, the top dogs.
I think the Empire's interested in volume. They want you to follow orders and report in. And that's kind of what the rub that Wedge and Hobbie have, is that, like, this isn't what we signed up for. Like, we thought we were gonna be pilots, and we're just cogs in the machine here. And we're killing indiscriminately. And we thought we were serving the Empire, like doing good for everyone, and we're clearly not. They're really trying to break your morality in these places and just have you be weapons.
Can you elaborate on how this academy might be similar or different to the one that Sabine was in before her time with the Rebels?
It's more specifically a flight academy, whereas I don't think Sabine specifically went to a flight academy.
She was probably in the MIT on Mandalore.
Okay.
So if you think about it, she's like the smartest of the smart, working on advanced weapons. So she's definitely in another class. So for her to actually excel at this academy would be no big deal.
The Mandalorian government and the Imperial government are kind of together on this, and they are taking these super warrior kids like Sabine and milking them for all of their knowledge that they can. There's actually a much more insidious plot there that we're going to find out a little bit more about in season 3.
Pablo Hidalgo loves his coffee, researching Star Wars, and answering fan questions about Star Wars. So let's make his dream come true by asking him some more of your pressing Star Wars Rebels questions. Hey Pablo, more intense research, huh?
Can we make this quick, Andy?
Sure. So, This week our question comes from Oscar, and Oscar asks, does space affect humans and Jedi the same way it does for us? Kanan should have been dead the moment he was in space.
Well, Star Wars has never overly concerned itself with being scientifically accurate. But, if you ask around nowadays, people think you could survive up to 90 seconds of hard vacuum. Wouldn't recommend it. It's not pleasant. Kanan was out there less than 20 seconds, and he's a tough guy.
Makes sense. Thanks, Pablo. Have more questions about the Antilles Extraction or anything else you want to know about Rebels? Tweet it to @StarWars using the hashtag Rebels Recon, and we'll answer what we can online. And now, since you've been so good throughout this whole episode, I have a treat for you in the form of a clip from our next episode, Hera's Heroes. Enjoy.
Hera, is that you? Good timing. We are running out of room.
We're coming in from the north.
There's no time for you to land.
We're not landing. Head south.
Hera, there is no time.
Just turn around. We'll take care of the Empire.
Is she serious?
My daughter is always serious.
Thanks for watching Rebels Recon. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. In the meantime, check out our episode guide for the Antilles Extraction on StarWars.com on Monday. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to our channel, and download the Star Wars app. Thanks again, and may the Force be with you.